Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So several of you have been asking me to do a Q&A for a while now, and I said that I wanted to do one once I hit 1,000 subscribers. I hit that a while back and I never did the dang Q&A. So I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram and here on my channel. No topics were off limits, and you guys sent in a bunch. Some really good ones too. Some of them are pretty similar to what other people have asked. But I am just gonna go through all of the questions and respond to all of them. Hopefully try to keep this within a reasonable time limit. And if you did ask the same question that somebody else asked, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna go through and respond to the person who asked it first. So on Instagram, Britt Demansky asks, why did you start YouTube? And the short answer of that is I started YouTube as just a way to, I guess, have some sanity with being a stay-at-home mom, and just to be a creative outlet for me. We had relocated 2 weeks before we had Gunner, and we had no family, no friends here, and I really just wanted to feel some sort of connection with other people, other mamas, other women who were going through similar things that I was going through, and just kind of a place to like talk to people, you know? And I also loved the idea of this being a way to document special memories with our family, especially with Gunner growing up, just capturing sweet little moments with him and being able to share that with our close family and friends as well, who don't necessarily get to see us regularly. Kristen's Chaotic Life asks, what are your favorite hobbies? So aside from YouTube, one thing you guys don't know about me is that I love to fish. I'm very much a girly girl, but I definitely have a tomboy streak in me, and I grew up in a family filled with avid sportsmen. We hunt and fish, and fishing is one of my absolute favorite things to do. I especially love steelhead and salmon fishing. I just love strapping on my waders, heading out to the river, and propping myself up against a rock and just casting my line. It's just so peaceful and calming, then it's exciting. The other thing that I love doing is deep sea fishing. If you guys really want like an adrenaline rush, you have to go deep sea fishing. It is such a blast. I mean, you could literally spend 2 to 3 hours trying to reel in this big monstrous creature on the other end of your line, and it's just kind of a surprise sometimes because you just don't know what you're gonna get. And I just love being out on the water and in the sun, and it's just a lot of fun for me. Tristina Rose asked, how did you and your hubby meet? So we met through work. I was a recruiter at the time. I worked for a small recruiting firm in Michigan, and we worked with companies all over the country. My husband at the time was in Alabama, and he was an engineer, and we were working on several different positions together, and our business / professional relationship quickly turned into a friendship, and then we started to realize that we had feelings for each other, and we dated long distance for a year, and then I finally took the plunge and moved down south to take our relationship to the next level. So Rebecca London asked, what's your favorite store to shop at for clothes, decor, etc.? So for clothing, I would definitely say Nordstrom. I like that they have high-end items and then some more affordable pieces, and it's kind of a one-stop shop for everything. And I like a lot of the brands that they carry. Their customer service is excellent. I also am so impressed with Old Navy over these last couple of years. They have great kids clothing. They have stuff, you know, pretty much for everybody in your family, which is great, and really cute things. I also like to get stuff from like Marshalls or TJ Maxx, just some like cute, maybe some more trendier pieces that are a little more affordable. And then for like home decor and furniture and things like that, I definitely would say like Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Home Goods is always a great place to go. I like Target. Hobby Lobby is good. I am not really into a lot of farmhouse decor, but I do like to sprinkle it throughout my home. And Hobby Lobby does have a lot of farmhouse stuff, but they also have like really cute prints and mirrors and like knick-knacky type things. So I do like going there. And then I would say for like higher end pieces, I really love Ballard. They have like really nice stuff that I just absolutely love. Marley Bengier asked, what did you do before becoming a mama? So I worked in human resources. I worked for a large sales and distribution company, and I was the HR generalist for our Georgia and our Las Vegas divisions. Myself, our HR manager, and our VP of Ops, all three of us oversaw the Georgia and the Las Vegas divisions. I loved that job so much. It was my dream job. I had an amazing boss. I was very sad to leave there when I did. Let's see. Okay, the Disney Mama Travels says or asks, what is your hair care routine? How often do you have to wash, blow out, etc.? You guys always comment and ask questions about my hair, and honestly guys, I really just don't do anything special to it. I wash it twice a week, and I do alternate shampoo and conditioner. So I really like the Hask Keratin Protein, and then I also like the Bedhead, I think it's the Re-Energize line, if I'm not mistaken. And then I do the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle conditioner, like 3-minute treatment on my hair as well. And then typically I wash it at night, so I just let it air dry. I try not to like use too many products on it. If I'm going to style it, I usually just curl it or straighten it. The one thing that I will say is really my saving grace is dry shampoo. And I've shared with you guys so many times that I absolutely love the OGX Moroccan Argan Oil dry shampoo. It smells amazing. It works really well. So many of you guys have told me that you now started using that dry shampoo and you absolutely love it. So I'm really happy about that because the stuff is so good. I used to have to wash my hair every single day or like every other day, and I don't have to with that. I can easily go for sometimes 5 days in between washes. So I mean, that's like really my only like tip or trick, I guess, with my hair. I really don't do anything special to it. Let's see. Laura Brooks Thomas asked, how would you compare your 20s to your 30s? That is a really good question because my 30s have been very, very different than what my 20s were. I mean, in my 20s, I was still in college for like the very beginning of my 20s, and I partied a lot. Even when I got out of school and I was working, I still partied. I had a lot of fun. Aside from like the obvious things of being a mom and a wife and all of that, I would definitely say there are two things that stand out to me. And the first being, I'm much more selective about who I let into my inner circle. For me now, it's more about quality of relationships versus quantity. And I know that that probably sounds really cheesy, but now that I'm a mom, like I try not to sweat the small stuff in life, and I try to just be more cautious about who I'm friends with, even like family members. I have really distanced myself and kind of removed myself from certain relationships that were toxic to me over the years. I had a really good friend tell me about 10 years ago, we were kind of going through some similar life events, and she had said, you know, I'm really just focusing on surrounding myself with positive people, and that really resonated with me, and I've kind of tried to live by that ever since. And I really have just learned to let go of a lot of people and relationships in my life that just weren't positive, people who weren't supportive. Relationships now are so important to me, and I'm very careful about who I share things with and who I let in. And the people that are in my life now, whether they're friends or family members, like they mean so much to me. And then the other thing that I would say is that I am much more financially responsible. In my 20s, I was like stupid with money. I really was. I spent money like I had it, and I didn't. I was so frivolous with it. In college, I don't know if they still do this anymore, but when I went to college, there were credit card companies that would sit outside the bookstore and other areas, like that whole like first couple of weeks of school starting, just enticing you to sign up for credit cards. And I was one of the suckers that did it, and I had so much credit card debt. I had a shopping addiction, and I have worked really, really hard to pay off my credit card debt. I no longer have a shopping addiction. I'm actually much more of a saver now, and my credit score is phenomenal. So those are like the two big differences I would say from my 20s to my 30s. Lately with Lynn's asked, what are your husband's thoughts on your YouTube channel? Is he super supportive? Will he ever be in your videos? So my husband is very supportive of my channel. He's been my #1 cheerleader. He used to watch my videos all the time. I mean, now he really doesn't have a lot of time to, but he's been very supportive and very encouraging of my channel. And especially now that I'm monetized and I'm just growing, he's so excited. As far as him being in the videos, he used to be in the videos a lot more, but now it just kind of depends on the day or his mood. Sometimes he wants to be in them, sometimes he doesn't. And so I just really want to respect his wishes with that. And so oftentimes he's not in them. And I'm totally fine with him. Like, he didn't ask to be a part of this. So I just kind of let him do it as he wants, but he does make cameos every now and then, or you'll hear him in the background. And so many of you guys have just commented about it and you absolutely love it. My husband is very, very funny. So, so he does love it when you guys comment and mention him, and he'll say, oh, okay. He'll say, what did my fans say about me today? You know, so it's just really funny. So if you guys want him to be in more videos, let me know. I think he would be open to doing some other things with me. So moving on to YouTube questions. Homestead Homemaker asked, animals you have and animals you want. So we currently have our dog Bailey. We have our cat, Kitty Cat, who is our indoor cat. And then we have 2 barn cats, Johnny and June. As far as animals that we want, we are thinking about getting another barn cat this spring or summer. And then I would love to have a miniature farm. Like, that would just be heaven for me. We definitely want to get goats. That will probably, aside from getting another barn cat, I think goats will be the next on the list to get. We almost got goats a few years ago and we didn't, and I'm so glad that we didn't, because we didn't know we were going to be moving and it just would have been a big hassle. But definitely goats. We want little pygmy goats. Definitely chickens. We have some people in our neighborhood, they have pigs, some have chickens. We have one neighbor in our neighborhood that has a miniature pony, and it is so cute. That would be so fun. There's somebody else that lives nearby that has a miniature donkey that is so cute. So yeah, I mean, just like a little miniature farm would be amazing. But definitely we're getting goats for sure. Mari's Journal asks, how do you manage the chores in the house and YouTube? So that is a really good question, because I honestly don't know how I do it sometimes. I am going to be sharing with you guys a video on my cleaning schedule. I've mentioned it to you a few different times, and several of you have commented and asked when I'm going to do that video, because I do have a weekly cleaning schedule. The biggest thing that I can say with that is just focusing on doing a little bit each day, like doing a load of laundry every day to stay on top of it, and then cleaning a certain area every single day. And then also just kind of like at the end of the night, just kind of tidying up and picking up so that you don't feel like super overwhelmed with it. And then as far as YouTube goes, I really try to not let YouTube interfere with being a mom and my family time. I like to get up very early in the morning before anybody else does. That's my time to edit and upload if I need to, respond to questions, things like that. And then when I film, I usually try to film when Gunnar is napping. He also goes to school. He's in preschool 2 days a week for 3 hours, and I take mad advantage of that time that I can get. So I will film then, I will edit, upload if I need to. And then on the weekends when my husband is home, I like to try to take advantage of that time as well if I have a little extra time to do something. Calray1982 asked, what inspired you to start a YouTube channel and how did you do it? As far as like how I did it, I just did it. Like I picked up the camera, I started filming, and I tried not to think about it too much. As far as like what inspired me, I have been watching other YouTubers for like 10 years now. Makeup by Tiffany D was kind of my first introduction into the whole YouTube world. I watched her pretty much when she was just starting. Like, she was still filming in her closet in those days. Jaclyn Hill, I started watching when she was first starting, Casey Holmes, when she was still living here in Georgia and just starting her channel, Alex Garza when she first started her channel. So a lot of the OGs, Veronica's Blushing, I don't even think she has her channel anymore. Maybe she does. I know she has her blog, but I watched a lot of beauty channels and I just always thought it would be so fun to do that someday. And then over time, I started to get more into motherhood and lifestyle channels, and I started following Anna Ciccone and Erin Williams right when she started her channel. And I really related to Erin because she was sharing her pregnancy with Skyla when I was pregnant with Gunnar. She was like a month ahead of me. So I found her to be really relatable because we were going through very similar situations at the same time, and it was kind of nice to have somebody to look to kind of know what to expect through that whole process. So they're kind of the three that helped me to want to do this. The Productive Mama asked, what do you want your subscribers to get from you and your channel? Whew, that's kind of hard. I really just want you guys to feel a connection with me, like to feel like we're friends, you know? And I know that I'm friends with a lot of you, but like we're girlfriends and we can chat and share ideas and recommendations and suggestions. Like I want this to be, I know YouTube is a community, but I want my channel to be a community where all of us can connect with each other, not just me with you, but so that you as my subscribers can connect with each other as well. I just think that there's so much that we can all learn from each other. I love sharing things with you, whether it's parenting things or cooking, and I love being able to share with you like meals and things that you can make that are still really yummy but are healthier. I love that, and you guys seem to really enjoy that too. But I love sharing like beauty stuff with you guys and just a little bit of everything. So I really just want this to be a community where we can all just be girlfriends together and chit chat and share ideas with each other. So Brittany Starr asked, okay, first things first, love your channel and you're truly beautiful inside and out, #mom goals. Thank you. You are too sweet to me. But she said, where did you meet your husband and how many years have you been married? So I talked about how we met. We are going to be coming up on our 8-year anniversary in May. Carissa Clark asked, what are your top 3 sweet treats? I know you love the TJ peanut butter cups and I now love them too. So yes, I absolutely love the Trader Joe's dark chocolate peanut butter cups. You guys know if you follow my What I Eat in a Day videos that I eat 3 of them every single day. You also know that if you follow me in those videos that I eat ice cream pretty much every single night. I love ice cream. And then the other thing that I really love are sour gummies. Really like any type of gummy candy, but I love sour gummies. So like the gummy worms. I'm not really like into Sour Patch Kids, but the one thing that I really love, and they're really hard to find, I'm scared that they're not going to make them anymore, are the Sweet Tart Sour Mini Bites. I used to get those all the time, and now I've only been able to find them on Amazon, and I get them like in cases because they're so good. Those are like my all-time favorite candy. Crystal Penny asked, who are your favorite YouTubers and did one in particular inspire you to start your channel? So I did kind of talk about that here just a moment ago with Tiffany and Erin and Anna. I absolutely love Anna's channel so much. And I still watch Erin quite a bit. I don't necessarily watch every single one of her videos. And then Tiffany I still watch every now and then. I'll be honest, like I am really finding myself more and more into smaller channels now. I do still follow and watch quite a few larger ones, but I wouldn't say that any one of them in particular is a favorite. I don't know that I could even say that I have a favorite channel actually. I like a lot of them, but my preferences just like they fluctuate. So yeah. Sorry, I can't really answer that. I don't really have like a favorite, you know? Bailey Marie asked, what camera do you use? So the one that I use mostly is this one, and it's a Canon T5i. I sometimes use a mini camcorder, which is what I used when I first started my channel. And then I also have like a little point and shoot that I'll use. Those two I use a lot, like when we're out in public, like if I'm doing like a shop with me or you know, something like that. I've also started using my phone now that I got this phone. This actually works really well for filming too. So our beautiful mess asked, who are your favorite small YouTube channels, not the obvious big ones? It's hard to say. There are so many small channels that I absolutely love. I really need to do a video on like what small channels I really like to follow, because there are so many. And I'm sorry if I'm gonna forget people, because I'm just trying to think of people off the top of my head. But Lindsay Nardi has a really great channel. She is just an absolute sweetheart. I really like Clarissa Peterson. Her channel is called The New Mom, and I've mentioned her quite a few times. Katie Parrott is another friend of mine that I really love following. My like best friends, Casey, her channel is Mop It Like It's Hot. She's just crazy and I love her so much. And then Danielle, her channel is called Our Expat Life. And my friend Jen from Mrs. Jen Frick. Who else? Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. I'm like totally drawing a blank here. Oh, I love Amy Darley. She's a little bit larger. She's like 30 some thousand, which I guess is a bit larger than me. My friend Emily from M at Home, she was like my first friend here on YouTube. I think we were each other's first friends. I know we were each other's first collabs ever. So she is a sweetheart. You guys would love her if you're not following her. There's so many. I can't even, I'm like stressing out about this because I don't know. I can't think of like other channels right now. Oh, Tiffany from Red, Wine, and Blue Mom. UP Mama Life Liz. She has a great channel too. Like I love her too. Oh my gosh, there's so many, you guys. Like I can't even. I really need to do a video sharing with you like all of these channels that I absolutely love, because yeah, there's just too many to name. So anyways, our beautiful mess also asked, do you want another baby? Yes. We definitely do. Obviously, we're trying to conceive. Number 2, going through fertility treatments, which I need to give you guys an update on that because some things have kind of transpired with that. So I need to do an update with you guys on that. And then Katie Main asked, how many kids do you want? A long time ago, I would have said 3. And then when we went through so many struggles to get pregnant, I said 1. Like I would just give anything to have 1. And now we have Gunnar, and he is just our absolute blessing. And I love him so much, and I would be fine if he's all that we're meant to have. But yeah, I would still love to have another one. I guess I would say 2 to 3 would still be, you know, what I would want. But it's all up to God. You know, if it's in his will for us to have more, then we will. Okay, we're almost done. Sarah Nicole asked, I know you've said you enjoy reality TV, especially the Real Housewives franchise, but what are some of your other TV guilty pleasures? I love reality TV, like any reality TV. Live PD is a favorite of mine. I love Jersey Shore, Floribama Shore, Teen Mom OG is a good one. Siesta Key, I really like to watch. Those are like the ones that I would say are my guilty pleasures. And then Don541 says, I can't believe you're in your late 30s. What is your skincare routine and or favorite products to contribute to looking so young? Thank you very much. I definitely feel like I don't look young all the time. I do have wrinkles. I have major bags under my eyes all the time. I really love the Neutrogena Hydro Boost line. I've talked about several of their products so many times. Their moisturizer is so good. I love that stuff so much. I also really like the Peter Thomas Roth Max Complexion Correction Pads. Those have just done like wonders for my skin. And then also that in conjunction with the what's it called? The Kate Somerville Anti-Bac Clearing Lotion. Those are probably like my go-to skincare products. Casey Calhoun asked, what made you keep going and trying to have Gunnar? So As a lot of you know, we went through almost 5 years of fertility treatments and a total of 8 treatments between IUI and IVF to get pregnant with Gunner. And what kept us going was really just the desire to have a family, to get pregnant and have a child of our own. There was a point in time where we did almost give up. I was in a very like deep and dark place. And I just prayed a lot and just asked God to like take that yearning from me if it was not in his will for me. And right after that, we got pregnant. So, yeah, I mean, same thing now. Like we have run into a little bit of an obstacle, but it's not a major one. It's just it's a hurdle. And yeah, I mean, we're just gonna pray about it. If it's in his will for us to have more kids, then we will, and we'll just, and if it's not, then that's okay too. So I think that is everything. Yes, so those are all of the questions. Thank you guys so much for sending in questions. Thank you so much for sharing in your time with me and for your love and support and the growth that I've been having on my channel. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!